for about 7 years now. Now, the way I do my nails, I've always been asked if it's Gel X. I don't use Gel X, so this is my version of Gel X. In the first minute of the video, I'm showing my left hand, which is completed for the base, and my right hand at which we're starting. I did have a previous short set that I removed before recording. So like I was saying, the right hand has been prepped, which is the shaping, cutting the cuticle, and buffing off excess product. I like my natural nails to be shaped under the full cover nails, so that way it grows out nicely. So as I'm assessing my hands and my nails, there's still excess dust on my nails. So I soaked my brush in the Young Nails alcohol swipe and brushed it on to get that off. Now for each step of doing your own nails. Step 1, apply Young Nails Protein Bond to your natural nails. This will help everything adhere strongly. I love Young Nails' products. I've been using their line for several years now. Okie doke, so step 2 is applying the builder gel to your natural nails. This is major key to get the full cover nail tips to adhere to my very flat nail bed. If you don't have a flat nail bed like mine, you can skip this step. There is no special builder gel. I'm just showing you the one that I bought. However, I will say they are not created equal, really mainly in price and viscosity. For this point in my nail care, I prefer a thinner viscosity, and you'll see why shortly. So hopefully you're understanding everything as you listen and watch. As for step 3, we're going to apply the builder gel and the hard gel to the full cover nail tip. And this of course is done after you have cured the builder gel that was put on the natural nails. This is why I prefer a thinner viscosity when I apply the builder gel and hard gel to the nail tip and then press it onto my natural nail. I don't want that stuff squeezing all over my nails, and it's not going to give a good look by the time you get to the end of your, application, and then you want to go into your design if you like to do a design. So this is why I prefer a thinner viscosity, because I also put this builder gel onto the nail tip, like I said just a moment ago. So after you put that thin coat of builder gel on, depending on the finger that you're doing, put a half pea size amount of the hard gel. And I'm showing, if I haven't already showed it, I'm showing the hard gel that I bought. Again, there is no special hard gel. However, for this method of how I do my nails, if you were to try this, I suggest you get a squeeze bottle. If you get the one that you have to dip into, I'm sure you've seen those before, it'll take much more time because you'll have to get your tool to dip into it and get the right amount, whereas the squeeze tube, you can squeeze just as much as you need as you go. So do better than me when you're gonna cure the full cover nail onto your natural nail. Do better than me. I don't have that nail lamp. Matter of fact, I'll put a picture in this clip of what I mean, but get this type of nail lamp so that way it's easier for you to like put your nail under the light as you're holding it in place onto your natural nail. I'm sure the biggest question in regards to my nails, how long do they last? Minimum 3 weeks. They could go longer, but who wants their nails to be on that long? I want to move on to a new set, a new design, a new color, but my nails last 3 weeks or longer. No exaggeration. All right, so as you've seen, I've added each full cover nail tip to my natural nail. Now, I'm going to go into clipping, buffing, and shaping the nails. So once I'm done applying everything to my natural nail, I like to buff the surface of the full cover tip with my Melody Susie nail file. Now, I've been through a couple of nail files. This one is my most recent purchase, and so far it is exquisite quality. While I'm shaping my nails, unfortunately, I'm using my left hand to shape my right hand. My right hand is dominant, so I'm still trying to get a good hand on shaping my nails, specifically the almond/stiletto shape. When it comes to my tapered square or my square shape, I have that shape down pretty good. Like it's my shapes for those come out really good and clean. But almond and stiletto, because I'm using my opposite hand, it always looks funky on my right hand, but impeccable on my left. So there's that. I'm sure we all go through those kind of struggles. I'm never perfect, just perfectly imperfect. As you can see, DIY nails can be messy because y'all can see all the shenanigans going on my table. But if you don't necessarily like press-on nails like myself, but don't want to pay for salon work, you're not really going to mind the mess. The beauty of doing your own nails, especially with full cover nail tips, is that you can basically put them on and just add a design from there. But for those of us who don't want our nails too long or too short, you do have to add in that extra step of clipping the nails off to a shorter length. However, if you even wanted to make it simpler than that, you can take the nail file, just clean up a little bit of that shape, keep it really simple, and do a solid color with a design if you want, or a full-on design if of your choice. Another tip when it comes to shaping the nail, I use softer bands when it comes to shaping because I have more control. If I were to use a band that had a higher grit than another, I may lose my shape, and it's easier to fix a shape and take away from a shape than it is to add to a shape. For instance, if I use a more coarse nail strip band, the one that you saw me pull out of that clear little box, if I were to use one that's coarser than that and I overshaped and it's maybe too narrow, I can't add more nail on. So if I could give a suggestion, when you are shaping your nail, use a nail band that is probably between 150 grit to 240 grit. Not something that's like an 80 grit or 50 grit. That way you have more control while you're shaping. Last, step 5. This is when I go into final cleanup on the base and design. I'm not really a flashy design person. Every once in a while, I'll, add minor placements like slight chrome glitter and maybe a sticker or two. But usually that type of design for me is dainty in choice. One part of the step that I did forget to mention is I go over the base of my nails one more time with the builder gel. I kind of want to seal in all the work that I've done to make sure that the full cover tips adhere to my nail. After I have done my design, which in this case I kind of did like a brown, like a pinky brown French look, I go in with this, I found this polish remover at Target and I was like, you know what, let me try this. I don't know why, I just felt like trying it. It's almost like a cuticle oil texture, like way lighter than a cuticle oil texture. So that's the final look of my DIY nails. Any questions? Let me know down below.